welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Lori. Today I want to tell you the difference between self-love and self-care. They do go hand in hand and they're an amazing couple, okay? So I want you to think of self-love is the way that you think and perceive yourself. Think of self-love as inner work. It's how you see yourself. Self-care are your actions. So your thoughts, self-love, actions, self-care. They do need to go hand in hand. Okay, so self-care could be going to get your nails done, could be meditating, could be getting a facial, could be taking a bath, could be going for a walk, action-oriented things that are helping you feel good, right? In general, where self-love is going to be like all of the things we talked about this whole week, right? Was setting your boundaries, because this way you're protecting your peace. Yes, that's an action item, which is actually self-care and self-love sort of together, because you have to set a boundary, which is an action item, but you have to do so from a place of love, not anger. And I think next week we might do a whole week on boundaries or something, but definitely for sure, setting boundaries is part of self-love and self-care. And so you want to keep in mind with self-love, it's always going to be based on how you see yourself, right? And how we see the kitten. So self-love is how you see you. And that's why that is the best thing you must always focus on is you. Because if not, that's where codependent love comes into play, because then you're looking for someone to make you whole. And again, we'll do a whole topic on that, because when you have self-love, that's how you teach other people to love you. Okay? Because you're not doing so out of desperation. You're not trying to hold on to people. None of those things are happening. So think again, what kind of actions you want to take to contribute to the growth that you're making for yourself. And that's why self-care and self-love are, that is not love. That was biting. I kiss you. I kiss you. I kiss you. But yes, so when you are doing the art of self-love in a practice, that's some homework for you. I want you to get a piece of paper, one of the many notebooks, not 5. The 5 notebooks are separate. Get a different journal, a different notebook for this, okay? And I want you to start writing down some action items. Self-care, going for a walk, meditating, doing your breathing work, journaling, whatever activity that you're doing. Let's say crochet or diamond art or whatever it is that you're doing, coloring. Those things are all super important for you. I love you. I love you. So that's super important. So I want you to write down some new hobbies that you might want to try. Don't call it a hobby until you see if you like it, but you got to give yourself time to fail at it. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're doing that. And then also with self-love on how you're looking at yourself. And this is where I'm going to need you to process the thoughts that you have about yourself and realize that 99% of that is coming from external sources, visions, blah, 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 external sources in your head of what you're hearing from other people. Could be in your childhood, it can be anything like that. So the verbiage and how you were raised sometimes is something that you've adopted, and that's what you want to change. So that's why self-love and self-care, they have to be a couple and they have to go hand in hand. You can't just think about amazing things about yourself and not implement self-care. Neither one of these things are selfish, and you need to get that completely out of your head. And if other people cannot rock with you taking care of you, then they're not your people. Okay? You must be your first priority. You are your first priority always. You must love yourself long before anybody else can love you. Okay? And this is true. So this is why this has to be your focus. You can't worry so much about changing other people and how they're going to respond to things. You cannot do that, because you're acting as if you can control someone's free will, and that's never a good thing. But you can control your actions. So that's the difference between self-love and self-care.